Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be playing Enfo's TS MT Edition. The settings I just enabled are Old Waves, which means only one type of enemy will spawn per wave, Extra Bounty, which doubles the amount of bounty because I set it to Extra Bounty 2, Faster Revive 2 divides the respawn time by 2, Shared Bounty means all team members get to get money whenever any unit is killed, and Random does what you'd expect, it gives you a random hero. So I'm playing Uther the Weaponsmith. My abilities are Combat Mastery, which gives me a chance to dodge and deal double damage. I have Thunder Maul, which, let's see here, damages and stuns enemies around the hero. I'm guessing that's just like an AoE smash. I have Concentrate, which gives a damage bonus and changes attack speed and movement speed. Not positive on what that means, but we'll see soon enough. And we have Forge, which gives a permanent damage bonus every time you activate it. So the concept of that is like you're sharpening your weapon or something of that sort. So if we reach level 10 this game, my hero will gradually get stronger and stronger, so he's pretty good. However, he does have an extremely slow attack speed to counteract his ability to boost his damage, which means the items that I'll be focusing on are attack speed items like the Polished Elven Tello. And that's about it, so let's get some points in my abilities. My Thunder Maul is 16 mana, which I was going to say that doesn't sound like much, but turns out that is 100% of my mana pool. So if it's a percentage-based mana regen, then my 16 would be the equivalent of 96 or someone else's. Of course, if I have flat mana regen, that could mean I can use my abilities often. We'll have to see in a moment. I guess we can just use that now to see what it's like. Okay, yeah, so it's just a strike, pretty small AoE with a long stun of 10 seconds. And mana regen is definitely very slow. Looks like it will take around, at the current rate, like 2 minutes to get my mana back. That's pretty bad. I don't know what he's pinging.
Do not fear.
Oh, I guess he's just saying I'm tanky. He's able to do lots of DPS quickly, which is true. Yeah, I just got 2 points. What was that, like a... Yeah, that was easily like a minute. So it's like 6 minutes per cast of this. So it seems like the trick with this guy is definitely to buy, if you want to cast that semi-frequently, to buy a mana item or two. I believe with single point of intelligence is 16 mana. Yeah.
Not falter.
So basically if you buy any mana items for this guy, he'll instantly be able to cast this a ton. The item I'm thinking of initially is... Let me move my hero here. The item I'm thinking of is Tribal Staff. For 2 or maybe 4,000 gold, you get 400 mana, which for this guy, that's almost, what would that be, about 20 times his mana pool, a little bit more than that, maybe 25 times. So if you do want mana, very easy to get it. But for now, I guess I'll buy a salve just so I can fill my mana up.
Right.
And actually, you know what? I definitely need more health pots. I don't know why I just bought one pack. That's better. It's also useful to buy health pots when the store has a large supply, because there's a cooldown for the purchase, so if your other allies need health pots as well, the sooner you get them, the sooner they can get them. Let's see what this does. Charge increases damage, cooldown none, damage increases by 300%. Sounds like for just one attack though. I guess we can see what this does. That is not 300%. My damage is increased by 5, but that's from my attribute. Yeah. Okay. I still don't really know what this does. Let me read this more carefully. Damage increases by 300% by holding his maul. See, that's just lore. Energy can be released in the form of an attack, among other things. I guess maybe it didn't finish channeling. Let me try this again. Okay, you just have to have a lot of patience on that. So now it's a single hit, or perhaps multiple hits? Okay, so it seems like you get 2 supercharged hits. For 7 mana, that's actually not bad, especially if it's AoE damage, so we'll have to keep that in mind if a large amount of units builds up. Since this guy is doing basically all the DPS, instead of buying damage items, my first purchase will be armor, which is going to be at 8,500 gold, and that's going to be the Elven Plate Mail, which gives 25 bonus armor.
Right.
Let's use this again for fun here to see what the secondary ability does. Oh, it's gone. So it seems like you get 2 hits, but only the first one can actually be used for the ability. So I need to put myself in hold position here to read it. Next attack does extra damage. Oh, okay, so that's literally just telling you that you have bonus damage. And it seems like you have to attack pretty quickly to sneak in that second bonus hit. Concentrate. Damage bonus, attack, and movement speed. 100% increased damage for 30 seconds. 10% movement speed change, so I guess that means you can go up or down. And minus 50% attack speed change. Huh. So you become even slower at attacking. That...
Very wise.
I'm not entirely sure what the point of that would be.
Right.
I'm guessing no one's gotten wards yet. Looks like it.
Do not fear.
So let me buy Elven Plate Mail,
I am here.
wards, and health.
The light is with us. Very wise.
Oh, looks like we have 2 packs. Oh well. It's not a big deal. Wards are 500, so hopefully we didn't get 3 packs. Nice, we got 3 packs. Okay. Well, it's a lot of wasted gold for our team, but ultimately that's like 1 round of income. Not a huge deal.
For the light.
Allied Bear Wave. I really don't think there's too much point in getting more levels of this, because all it does is increase the damage, but unless it's a significant increase, the real benefit of this ability is the stun duration. Unless, does AoE increase? No. Yeah. So there's not much point in leveling it. So I'm going to be focusing on Combat Mastery to increase my evasion, and I'll also be getting stats. Stats are good because then that gives me some mana to actually cast my abilities, and you get a ton of health, damage, intelligence, etc. just for each stat point. I'll go over that in a moment if I don't die. Okay. Not a huge deal. Due to faster revive 2, I'll be back in 20 seconds. Looks like the enemy used Cripple on him. A little bit of a strange choice, but... You know, now that I think about it, that's not actually that bad. I think you get a significant amount of EXP whenever you kill an enemy hero, so if you think of it as using 80 spellcaster mana to level up your team, that's actually a pretty good trade-off.
Very wise. For the light.
See, I just really don't know what to buy for this guy. Yeah, health pots, obviously, but maybe strength?
I am here.
I'll just keep thinking about that for now and head back to my team. Yeah, I'll put another point into concentrate. Let's see, increase per level movement speed, attack speed, mana cost. Well, the question is, when it says increase, does that mean the attack speed penalty gets harsher or less harsh? With this, it actually wouldn't surprise me in either direction.
Very wise.
Let's charge this up. And get 2 quick attacks in.
For the light. By my honor.
I would have got the second attack in, but it just, the enemy died first. We now have my ultimate, so let's use that immediately. Oh, okay. I should have read that more carefully. If you use Forge while charged, you get more... Okay, I guess I wasn't paying that close of attention. That either went to base damage and I just missed it, or I accidentally canceled a channeling ability, in which case I wasted my ultimate. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that next time. But if you use this while you're charged, you get 32 damage instead of 16. So you definitely need to do that every time. I'm up to 30% evasion now, and a good amount of double damage too, but ultimately that's not that relevant with this low of an attack speed.
Light curse you.
Let's back up for a second here and get back to full mana. Because my mana pool is so low, if I stand in these moonbeams, it'll only take a couple of seconds. Okay. Alright, so the movement speed change became 15, attack speed change became minus 40. And when it says change, I think that really just means movement speed increase and attack speed decrease. But I'm guessing it says attack speed change because perhaps at level 10 it will be like 10% bonus attack speed. Or wait, no. If it's decreasing by... Yeah. Or actually, it'd be 50% bonus attack speed because I'm pretty sure there's 10 levels of this. So that'll become very powerful in quite a while. For now, I guess we'll buy one attack speed item. It's pretty minimal, but can't hurt. So let's charge it up and use Forge, and keep an eye on my base damage this time. Okay, yeah. So that worked successfully. So it looks like it consumes a charge of I guess it consumes a charge of charge to double the effect of Forge, which is obviously going to be worth it. Looks like I'm out of health pots again. And just once again, while I can, let my mana restore up here. So I'll read through the stats while we wait for my mana. Each point of strength increases your damage by 2.5, because that's my primary stat. Each point increases your health by 40, which is pretty insane. It increases hit point regeneration by 0.03. It's not even noticeable. I really don't know how they came up with these. 40 is just an insane amount of health per point of strength, and then 0.03 is so little you're never going to notice it. Because that would be 33 points of strength per 1 HP regeneration. So, just relative to almost any... Well, relative to how much your health pool increases, it's unnoticeable. Because if you have 5,000 HP from, call it 150 strength or whatever, then that's 5 health per second, which is not even 1%. So this is very, very minor. Okay, it looks like we've won the round. Let's see what that upgrade did to. Okay, so Forge became twice as effective. It went from 16 permanent increase to 32 permanent increase, which then doubles again because of the lightning charge or whatever that was called. So that, yeah, this guy would get an unbelievable amount of damage as the game goes on. I'm assuming if it increases 16 per level, then at level 10, you'd be getting like 320 bonus base damage every minute and a half. So, a lot of potential on this guy. I'm going to go with Nightmare difficulty again. Anything lower than that and the game just drags on, and it's a little less fun too, in my opinion. And Random Hero. The Kabbalist. My Spellcaster? I have no idea. Target Area of Effect. Reduces target's attack speed, movement speed, and chance to hit. Okay, I can't really base anything off that. My hero model tells me I'm probably an attack hero, though. Fireball. A staple spell of the Kabbalist. Fireball launches a rolling ball of fire that deals a vast amount of damage and stuns its mark. Okay. Ethereal Shield. Slows attackers and gives bonus armor. Offers some protection from attacks, as well as granting a minor defensive edge in battle. The icon tells me it's lightning, but the effect seems to imply a bit more of a frost armor. Okay, let's go with a mana pot instead of a health pot. Hopefully that's the right decision. And let's take a look at our lineup here. So we have the Tempest. I don't remember what he does. We have the Intrapist. I also don't remember what he does. We have the Hypnotist. He has the ability to boost an ally's stats every... what would it be, like 1 to 2 minutes? Yeah, there we go. Enhance Strength, Agility, and Intelligence by 6, 4, and 2. So he's pretty useful. Assuming the Kabbalist is an attack hero, then that's nice. If he's not, then most of those are pretty worthless. Still, of course, no reason not to use the stat buff. Let's see what this is. Is this Frost Armor? Yes, it is. Okay. This definitely, unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's the icon usually used for lightning armor. Throw Naphtha appears to be... can't target it on the ground, so you do have to hit an enemy. And let's get a feel for what Fireball's like. Is that able to be targeted anywhere, or do you have to click a unit? Okay. I guess since I'm melee, I can help out here. That is a long cooldown. I was not expecting that. But yeah, Fireball definitely seems like the better of the two, especially if it does AoE damage. I don't know if it does, though. Looks like a single target. In that case, Fireball is a little weak. Oh wait, no. It's only a 3-second cooldown. Let's see what that's like. Okay, so... yeah, this guy is definitely a spellcaster then. Does this cooldown decrease even further? No, it does not. Okay, I'm now once again changing my opinion. 3 seconds, that's one enemy per 3 seconds, assuming it does enough damage to kill them. That's actually pretty slow relative to most heroes. Or a good hero, anyway. I guess I should really be standing farther back. Something I should also explain here is that I'm using grid mode, which means that my hotkeys are based on the location of the ability in the grid instead of whatever the logical name would be. So instead of stop being S, it's W because it's the second from the top left. Yeah, this is so slow. 1 per 3 seconds. Let's get another level of shield. So someone needed some pots, so let's just buy them all.
Name your poison. Name your poison. Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly.
Did someone give me 1,000? Was that purple? I don't know. I wasn't paying that close of attention.
Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly.
Activating my mana pot here.
Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly.
Let me try to get these health pots off.
Name your poison. Oh, lightly.
There we are.
Lightly.
Hopefully he realizes.
Oh, lightly.
This is definitely a pretty powerful slow. What is it, 50% movement? Probably?
Name your poison. Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly.
200, so one more level of this will probably be able to one-shot the wild boars. But it looks like the... well, that was a very powerful looking effect, but it doesn't really seem like it did much.
Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly. Oh, lightly. I breathe.
East team is not killing fast enough. Honestly, it wouldn't have surprised me if that warning was for us. We're not going very quickly at the moment either.
Oh, lightly.
Let's try throwing this. I was really hoping that would cause a chain reaction explosion, but it did not. 400. So that can one-shot even the next wave, so that's pretty good.
Your man is depleted. Your man is
At the current rate, I can cast 1 spell per... Let's see here. 5 to 10 seconds, it seems. Yeah, I'm getting 5 mana per second, so it's about 8 seconds per cast.
Oh, that. Oh,
Your mana is depleted.
Once I get 12,000, I'm going to buy a mana staff.
Your mana is depleted. Your mana is depleted.
Yeah, I guess I could attack these guys as well. It's just my damage is so irrelevant that it seems like it's better just to focus on the mana pot. So it looks like we have... Is this dealing damage to me? No, I think that was just the enemies. Invis wave. Alright, let me back up here.
Your mana is depleted. Your mana is depleted.
I'd try to get some wards, but seems like they're already pretty grouped up. Looks like he got some. $12,000, we're about to reach it. And there we are. We can now purchase a mana upgrade. What is he pinging himself? I don't know what he was expecting us to be able to do. With the next level of Fireball, it's now up to 800 damage, so it's able to one-shot this wave as well. And it looks like we've won this round. Admittedly, that was 5v4. I would not call that a good round like Yellow did, but yeah. I was going to explain, though, that 5v4 isn't quite as unfair as you might initially think, because when you have 4 heroes, that means that the shared bounty is split between 4 instead of 5, I believe, so your gold goes up. And the EXP is also split between less, which means your EXP should go up. So the game kind of naturally accounts for that, or at least I'd imagine it would, because that'd make more sense. Yeah, I wouldn't say our team lineup was particularly powerful, just theirs must have been slightly weaker.
Sounds
Empath. Empath is fairly fun. She needs health potion, or wait, does she? She uses, regenerate and health transfer. Replenishes all health, restores mana, transference. Okay, so I think you buy a health pot just to give to an ally.
I'll check it out. Sounds interesting.
This hero doesn't really function until level 2 though, because her primary ability is transference, which sends your health and mana to an ally of your choice.
I'll check it out.
Moon Mage going on the right.
I'm trying to think.
She can easily handle the lane herself,
Sounds
so I'll go with the Mentalist. And that's important as well, because the Mentalist is one of the weakest early game
Sounds
heroes.
interesting.
Hopefully... Oh, this is bad. Okay.
I'll check it out.
2 Mentalists. The problem with the Mentalist is that he doesn't do... Wait,
Sounds
is...
interesting.
Yeah. Is...
I'm trying to think here.
Oh wow, double Moon Mage, double Mentalist. This is a strange lineup.
Sounds
The
interesting.
Moon Mages are extremely good in the early game, and the Mentalist is pretty good in the late game, so... Actually, that's not bad. If the Moon Mages carry us through the early game, the Mentalist will carry us in the late game with their AoE cleaves, and that'll go nicely. For now, I will pass my health pot to this guy. And now that I am level 2, I can transfer health whenever it's needed. So just to show that off here.
I'll check it out.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
I
interesting.
was pressing the wrong hotkey for that.
I'll check it out. Sounds interesting.
This lasts for 30 seconds, so just activating it early
take care of it.
is more or less fine.
Sounds good.
You know, I wanted to transfer mana, but it's actually at 0 per second at the moment, so that was not doing anything. How's their side doing? Looks like they need me more, so I'll head that way.
What's the plan?
Yeah, the concept of the Empath is that she's the strongest support healer, but in exchange she can't attack at all.
I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting.
mean, this must get mana transferred at some point. You know what, maybe that's supposed to be a favor for the empath herself, because if it transferred mana in the early game, you might run out.
Sounds interesting.
But that does mean, since this guy is low on mana and not health, that it's not too useful at the moment. Let's put an enemy to sleep. He seems like a good choice. Definitely should have casted Regenerate first. Now I can't do anything for a long time. It will actually be faster for me to run all the way back to purchase a mana pot than it will be to wait for Regenerate.
Sounds interesting.
Guess while I'm here I can buy some health pots for them.
That's curious. I'll take care of it.
Looks like this side needs me more once again.
Sounds interesting.
We can prematurely activate that, I should be fine. Is there a point? Eh, not really.
Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Sounds good. Sounds interesting.
Here we are.
I'll take care of it. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting.
And now I can finally heal the Mentalist.
Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it. Sounds good.
Okay, this time I will put him to sleep. I don't really remember what the Time Mage does, but I do vaguely recall him having pretty good AoE killing potential, so taking him out will hopefully weaken their lineup.
Shh, I'm trying to think here. I'll take care of it. What's the plan? I'll check
Looks
it
like
out.
the left side
I'll
has
take care of
fallen completely. Or no, purple just doesn't pop out much.
I'll take care of it. Sounds good. I'll take care of it. Sounds good. I'll check it out. Sounds good.
Okay. It should be fine for the moment.
I'm trying to think here.
So the first item that I'll need to buy for myself that's not a pot is movement speed boots, because if I want to help out my allies, the higher speed will be essential.
Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
I'm going to do that now while it seems relatively safe.
I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting.
Wonder what he was buying. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty
I can
classic.
help. I'll check it out.
Okay, Elven Stocking
That's
Boots and a ward.
What's the plan? Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
And yeah, we can buy a health pot.
I'm trying to think here. I'll check it out.
You can't really do too much to get the aggro of enemies with this hero, but you can patrol to slow down their movement a little bit.
I'll check it out. Sounds good.
Divine Protection is an AoE armor aura, so now all nearby allies will get 6 armor. I don't remember how much it increases by per level, but it's pretty solid just in general, because armor is not that easy to get. You have Elven Plate Mail for 25, but beyond that, the next item that increases your armor is Ironbark Leathers for... I don't remember if that's 80 or 240 wood. Let me take a quick look here.
Sounds good. I can help. That's curious.
150 wood, so that is...
I'll check it out.
Let me
Sounds
just...
interesting.
there.
Sounds good. I'll check it out.
Okay, so it's 100,000 gold for 80 wood, so it's basically 200,000.
Sounds interesting.
Versus 8.5 thousand for your first item.
I'll check it out.
I guess I can just leave this transferring. I have plenty of health. Does transfer mana yet? It does not.
Sounds good. What's the plan? Shh.
Okay, I'll put this health pot
Sounds interesting.
on, what color is this?
Sounds
Purple?
good.
No, blue.
I can help. I'll take care of it. Sounds good.
Oh,
Take care
okay.
of it.
Oh, all her health. I thought that was all allies' health. That would have been quite good.
Sounds good.
With just her health, though, is not that useful, actually.
I'll take care of it. I'll check it out. That's curious.
I could finish building the boots, but that's not too necessary, so I think I'll just forward all of my money to yellow.
Sounds interesting. That's curious.
So that he can buy whatever he wants.
I'll take care of it.
I'm assuming an ally will dispel that, but I guess I can do it myself.
I can help. That's curious. Sounds interesting.
You generally want to get one level of regenerate before the next level of transference, or else transference will out-drain your healing abilities. So.
Sounds interesting.
Now's a good time to put someone to sleep. Let's do Time Mage again.
I'll check it out.
Oh, looks like they're killing me, but I managed to survive that, fortunately.
I'll take care of it. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting.
Okay, I have to wait for that cooldown to wear off. Here we
I'll
are.
take care of it. I can help. Sounds interesting.
Looks like he needs some health pots.
That's curious. I'll take care of it. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. I'll check it out. I'll take care of it. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it.
So it does increase by 6 every level, so that's
I'll check it
pretty
out.
solid.
I'll take care of it. Sounds good. I'll check it out. What's the plan?
Still can't transfer any mana yet. There we go, now we're up to
I'll check
10.
it out. Sounds
Just
good.
the start of something good.
I'll check it out. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Shh, I'm trying to think here. I'll check it out. I'll take care of it.
Let's see here. Alchemy creates a random item. Was I supposed to hold something? Create a... Oh, it appears on the ground. Oh, okay. Elder Staff is actually pretty good for any of our heroes, honestly. So I guess I should just spam that as frequently as possible.
Sounds interesting. Sounds good. I'll check it out. Sounds good.
Yeah, all of our heroes benefit from having more mana, so if we're lucky I can just
can
keep
help.
getting intelligence
I'll
items,
check it out.
or... yeah.
I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it. What's the plan?
I'll just pool all my money to yellow again.
Sounds good. Shh, I'm trying to think here.
Okay, let's get another level of Divine Protection.
Sounds
Gets
good.
yellow up to 43 bonus armor when combined with his Elven Plate Mail, giving him 73% damage reduction, which is nice.
What's the plan? I'll take care of it.
Looks like yellow's fine.
Sounds
Go ahead to the other side.
I'll check it out. Shh, I'm trying to think here. Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
How are the enemies doing? Okay. We could probably take them out if we did a summon Greater Rift on their team. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Or, yeah, okay. Split them up a little here. That's fine.
That's curious.
They want to dispel it, that's okay.
I'll check it out.
Looks like they're just stunning. Actually, oh, okay, that's the Time Mage's stun ability. I think that's his ultimate.
I'll check it out. Sounds
And it looks like I should definitely get some Blink Boots now.
I'll check it out. Sounds good. I'll take care of it. the plan? I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting. I'll check it out.
Just too far away. Not much I can do.
Sounds good.
Well, that's false. I could blink.
I'll take care of it.
Alright, let me,
I'll check it out.
looks like he's just stalling, though.
Sounds good. I'll check it out. I'll take care of it. I'll check it out.
Alchemy should be up in about 5-10 seconds.
Sounds interesting. I'll check it
And we got a blood ring. Okay. 36 strength isn't the most useful because we don't have any strength heroes besides myself, and I don't deal damage. Just debating on whether or not I should keep that for myself or give it to them. Probably still makes more sense to give it away.
I'm trying to think. Sounds interesting. Sounds good. What's the plan?
And let's upgrade Alchemy. So it looks like it's eliminated 120% chance for an Elder Staff, and given all the rings a 25% chance to occur instead. So I'm guessing that's an upgrade? Elder Staff is pretty solid, but I suppose 36 mana is probably better.
Sounds interesting. I can help.
This is on cooldown, so I'll just keep it going until it's done.
I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting.
Transference definitely needs to be upgraded next.
I'll take care of it. I'll check it out. Sounds good.
30 mana per second now.
What's the plan? Sounds interesting. That's curious. I'll check it out. Sounds good. I'll check it out. What's the plan?
He's a very low attack range, but I'm not sure if that hero is technically classified as melee.
That's curious.
Looks like it is, though. Yeah, 160. Obviously, that's really low, but,
Sounds
well,
good.
I'm just used to the traditional 128 melee range, so I just wasn't positive. Now granting 30 AoE armor, which is pretty crazy. It's just, I think default is like, I think 3 armor is probably like 12%, so that's giving 52% bonus armor, or 55%.
Sounds interesting.
Getting the Mentalist up to 78%. I think he was at 72% earlier.
That's curious.
Armor does have diminishing returns though, which is why that's not too much of an increase. A healing ward?
We're under attack!
Huh.
What's the plan?
There's nothing I can do about that guy, unfortunately.
Sounds good.
But I
Sounds
can
interesting.
heal Teal.
Sounds good. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. I can help.
Get my next item here. It looks like another strength ring. Pretty bad, but okay.
Sounds interesting. Sounds good. Sounds interesting.
Looks like their mana shield is up to level 10 now, which means 100% of damage taken is taken from mana before life.
Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
Which, yeah, so the health portion of this is not too useful at the moment, but I guess I can heal these friendly creeps we have.
Thank you. Sounds good. I'll check it out.
Yeah, just 50 mana per second does not help my allies very much.
I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it. I can help.
I guess on the upside, even if the Bloodstone ring isn't particularly useful stat-wise, it is the most valuable of these ring possibilities at 20,000 gold. Alright, more divine protection. Also, let's put an enemy to sleep. Time mage as always.
I'll take care of it. What's the plan? I'll check it out. I'll take care of it.
Had to temporarily break off that transfer to activate my regenerate again. Alchemy level 4, 20,000 gold coins, 18% chance for a moonstone ring. So that's intelligence. That one is, I think it costs 30,000, so that's 15,000 coins if you sold it.
Sounds interesting.
18% chance for a bloodstone ring, and 18% chance for polished elven tello. Okay, so this is basically the 20,000 gold tier with a low chance of getting bloodthirst, which is worth way more than the rest, because that's 65,000 gold.
I'll take care of it. I'll check
Of course, that sells for 32, so yeah, it's just a bit more valuable than the strength ring.
I'll take care of it.
Is this in range of my armor? Yes.
I'm trying to think here.
Give another item in about 20 seconds. Put an enemy to sleep. This time, let's put him to sleep. That's actually pretty lucky. That was almost a terrible choice on my part, because that hero is the Blood Dancer, who has a spell block on very low cooldown. So the fact that that went through it all is quite fortunate.
I'll take care of it.
20,000 gold coins. Let's send that all to Sachimo. Hopefully he has something to buy.
I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, they are. They're reaching that point now where they are stronger than the enemies due to their mana pools. So this hero also has the ability to rapidly regenerate his mana. So he basically has 100% of mana damage taken from mana before life. He has the ability to regenerate hundreds of mana a second, and he does splash damage. So he's quite powerful now.
Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Sounds good. I'll check it out.
I mean, I guess I can transfer him some mana. It's just a very small amount at 60 per second. Let's get another level of regenerate
I'll
first.
take care of it. Sounds good. I'll take care of it. That's curious.
That was a close one on my part. Just accidentally clicked an enemy instead of him. But now he's back to full HP.
I'm trying to think here.
Put an enemy to sleep again. And now we have the bonus wave hawks. So as long as we take out these guys, we're not really in any risk.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, okay, allied wolves. This is unfortunately one of the weakest raider waves. They don't do much damage, they don't have much life. Just pretty bad all around. Okay, Alchemy level 5, 12.5% chance at Spine Ripper, 25% chance at Bloodthirst, that's pretty insane. 12.5% at the rings, they got rid of the gold reward. Okay. This is becoming an extremely profitable ability now. Basically, every time I get a Bloodstone, that's 30, or Bloodthirst, that's 30,000 gold.
Sounds good. Sounds interesting.
Guess I should just transfer as much mana to the Moon Mage as possible.
I'll check it out.
And let's send some more gold to Sachimo.
That's curious. I can help.
And the item is Polished Elven Tello. That's one of the worst. Sells for 10,000 instead of
I'll take
20.
care of it.
Or instead of 30 even.
Think here.
But I think Teal mentioned that he wanted one of those.
Sounds good.
Does he have a slot for it? Yes, he does.
What's the plan?
Going to buy the final component and upgrade my shoes
help.
here
I'll
in a
check it
second.
Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
Or actually looks like all my allies are staying up here.
Sounds
So
good. I'll check it out.
get some house transferred to
Sounds good.
Byron.
I'll check it out.
So it looks like the final level of this dramatically increases the mana transferred, so it might be 150, possibly even 200 mana a second, which would finally reach a level where it's relevant.
Sounds good.
Looks like Teal probably will need my help.
I'll check it out.
Seems like this is a pretty close round. We're lasting a while, they're lasting a while. They did lose 40 lives at one point, but they seem to be doing just fine now.
I'll take care of it. Sounds good. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, let's max that out. 110. Okay.
I'll check it out.
Should have just been
I'll take
paying
care of it.
attention to Teal, he died.
Sounds interesting. I'll check
I
it
can
out.
tank a little bit of damage here.
Sounds good. I'll check it out.
Guess I should use my Greater Rift. Or actually, you know what? That's the end of him. That'd be a
I'm
waste.
trying to think here.
I'll just
take
put
care
my
of it.
hero on hold position and tank the damage. I don't know what he was expecting, but there he goes.
Sounds interesting. I'll
Gave
take
me
care
a
of it.
solid half a second to heal him.
Sounds good. I'll take care of it.
I should probably... yeah, now might be a time to make a Greater Rift for our side.
Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it. Sounds good.
Bloodthirst, there we go, that's one of the better ones. Alright, let's Rift.
That's curious.
Oh, the Invis Wave. Those guys do great damage, so solid wave.
Sounds interesting.
Um,
I'll check it out.
probably better to give an ally the Bloodthirst instead of selling it.
Sounds good. Sounds interesting.
Nope, turns out he already has one. In that case, I guess I'll sell it. 30,000.
Sounds
And
interesting.
final level of Divine Protection,
I'll take it.
60 armor.
I'll take
Which in
care of it.
total gives a hero with no armor at all 80% damage reduction, or someone with a little bit of armor 84%. Yeah, so going from 29
I can
to
I'll check it out.
8.
What's
Yeah.
the plan? Sounds good. Sounds
And now we get
interesting.
stats.
I'll check it out. Sounds good. I'll take care of it. Sounds
Okay,
interesting.
now's a good time to go and upgrade my boots.
I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting.
Oh,
That's
I
curious.
just went to the complete wrong side. Upgrades are on the other side.
Sounds good. I'll take care of it. Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it. I'll check it out. What's the plan? Sounds good. I'll check it out. That's curious. I'll take care of it. Sounds good. I'll take care of it. Sounds good.
Another alchemy proc in a moment. You know, I've made this error basically every single level, where instead of waiting to get the next tier of alchemy, I've activated it right away. This time, I'm finally paying some attention. So it looks like I should reach level 40 in like 20 seconds. It's probably worth waiting.
I'll take care of it. Sounds good.
There we are. And we get an Impasse Lesser Tome of Intelligence. So,
Sounds
I'm
interesting.
pretty sure that is this one. Well, it's called Impasse, so it's tough to say. If that is 10 stats, then that's pretty good. On the flip side, if it's 1 stat, then that's actually a downgrade. I missed it. How much is it? 10. Okay, that's pretty solid.
I'll check
And
it
it turns out it's an item and not just something that activates on pickup.
out. Sounds good. I'll take care of it. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
Might need to use a greater rift again. We'll see in a moment.
What's the plan? I'll check it out.
Yeah, see that rapid mana regen? That's from this guy's ultimate, which is giving him,
I can help.
I don't know, several hundred mana per
Sounds
second.
good. That's curious. I'll take care of it.
Interesting. It looks like my ally used R-Hat, which I'm assuming is probably just an anagram for Arthas, but that's besides the point, to slow down the attack speed of the nearby enemies by 100%. Let's see what we get this time. Also, at 10 stats, I didn't mention this before, but that is actually worth a ton. Let me check it out here. 10 stats, 70,000 gold. So, yeah, it's a pretty good upgrade.
I'll check it out. Sounds interesting.
Not really sure who this would be good for. I'll leave it on the ground, though.
I'll check it out.
Sells for unsellable. Okay.
Sounds interesting. I can help. I'll check it out.
That's fine. I don't really care who gets it.
That's curious. I can help. What's the plan? Sounds interesting. I'll take care of it. Sounds good. I'll take care of it.
Looks like they are taking more damage than I can heal.
Take care of it. I'll check it out. Sounds good.
Probably time for a greater rift.
That's curious.
We're under attack!
Looks like they are doing quite well. Invulnerable Nagos. Is this the end of us? Let's slow them down. Yeah, it seems like they're having no trouble with this wave, but we're having quite a bit of trouble. It doesn't help that this is a mana burn wave, so it's basically like doing double to triple damage.
I'm trying to think. I'll take care of it.
Oh, I thought I got that activated, but it seems like that was dispelled somehow.
What's the plan? I can help. Sounds good.
New item, another Tome of Strength. Pretty bad luck.
I'll check it out. Sounds good.
Can keep him alive, but just barely.
I'll check it out. I'll take care of it. Sounds good.
And looks like this is the end of us. I do have another rift oh, I don't. Okay. I feel like yellow should have had quite a bit of gold to work with there to perhaps get a stronger item. But, okay. Looks like we are down one more player. Seems like this is probably a good time to wrap the video up. That's going to get us to the 3v4, and we've had about 30 minutes of or actually no, 2 matches, each about 30 minutes. So yeah, let's call the video there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.